Hey guys, today we'll take a look at Xiang. People claim he's the best Ekko, at least mechanically. So yeah, let's just watch a gameplay video of his. I think this one is actually like a full gameplay mid video where we even see the beginning. And then I guess I'll try to draw a lot of comparisons to Xiao Ben and maybe give my opinion if I think he's better. Already saw this intro play here, but I didn't watch the rest of the video. I mean, that was really good. He waited out the Kayn ult and then ulted to hit it, of course. See if there's... No, there's no caption, sadly, so we can't really know what he's saying. I think Aurelion matchup, like, I don't know how old exactly this is, but I think it's a pretty easy matchup. I imagine nowadays for sure. That's kind of weird, there's like music from his stream and then music from the video as well. Yeah, but like as I said, I think Aurelion, like he just can't really trade back. You can just take really short trades, and then he doesn't really have the kind of burst rate. The whole kit is made around sustained damage. Like in the late game, of course, when he scaled, then it will be annoying. Definitely missed a bunch of CS here already, even though the Aurelion is not pressuring him. So I feel like Xiao Ben would have hit all of those. Not sure what elo this is as well, to be honest. I imagine it's for sure high elo, but I guess we'll also see that. He's definitely playing quite passive here, honestly, for the fact that he has Ignite. Wow. Aurelion level 3 already kind of winning that. That's so crazy. Ooh, that was pretty good. Well, that was actually pretty good. Like, he had to dodge the Q for some amount of time here, of course. That's why he just flashed behind him. Because, of course, the Aurelion can turn as quick as he wants, I think, almost. But this way he just really is playing around the reaction time, of course, of the Aurelion. Really nice solo kill. Very close, though. Honestly, I like the fact that Aurelion can even trade like this in the early game is crazy for a champ that scales this well. Maybe that was, like, before any nerfs. Who knows? I feel like he could have just traded more aggressively though. Overall, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm really not a mid expert, of course. I just feel like Xiao Ben... Another Q missed, of course, here. Like Xiao Ben, even in matchups where you feel like you can't trade, he still even just always goes for trades for some reason. Yeah, these are the kind of trades you want to take, right? You just proc your passive and run. Now he even doesn't even have W, so he could just look to re-engage. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. Doesn't even miss cannon for it. That's really nice. He might probably try to zone away, yeah, for the cannon. He actually kills him here, I think. Yeah. Nice. Completely bullying this guy. Like, after Rocket Bell, it will be even more unplayable for the Aurelion, of course, but even before that, Aurelion is just not a good early champ. He's kind of easy to catch out, kind of easy to trade with. Doesn't have any hard CC. He's a little bit annoying, of course, but still. See if they kill the Kayn here. And they should, right? Oh, wow. I personally probably wouldn't have made that choice, but I guess he knew that he had the damage here. I would have just waited here and then caught the Kayn when he's coming out somewhere. Like, especially because of the heal. I wouldn't have been sure if my Q kills there. Also interested to see what items he builds here, I guess. I didn't really look in the intro. I probably didn't have that many items there anyways. 4-0, that's definitely the kind of start you need with Ekko mid. But if you're 4-0 with Ekko mid, it's definitely a solid pick. It's just, the problem with Ekko mid is just that there's too many matchups where it's really not easy. Oh, is he actually getting the Kayn here? No. Okay, might get off a really good roam here. Of course he doesn't have the W, but I don't think he needs it at this point. A team kinda winning without him anyways. See, this is how you need to play these fights, right? If you don't need the E to gap close, like this is so important, what he's doing here. Just walk up to him, like just walk up to him, apply a passive proc for free, right? Like using your E is not for free, that's like a whole ability that you use in the early game is even like a 9-second cooldown, so you probably won't have that up in another fight here. So if you E on him here for no reason, then you'll have a much harder time proccing the passive right away, like how he's doing here, right? He's just auto-attacking Q, auto-attack, and then doing the E auto-attack reset, and that's like his full burst combo that you can basically do here. And again, I guess then he ults back so he can help his team not die to the Jinx, I don't know. Or you just want to look cool. Like, I don't know, I probably really didn't have to ult here. I guess the Kaiser should just go mid now, Def, and then he can get some plates. I don't know whether Lulu is sharing the gold with him, honestly. I guess he's already fed enough anyways, but still I would just give it over to the Ekko no matter what. Like, there's no such thing as too much gold on Ekko, like really, the champ just becomes more and more unfair. It really is like that. By the way, the new 2v2v2 mod, I think I'll definitely make some content about that. That looks so fun. And you can make all the kinds of tier lists, right? Like for all the augments and that kind of stuff. And I'm definitely gonna grind that mod when it comes out. I've already been enjoying it a lot on the PvE. Okay, he can afford the rocket. Like a 30-minute rocket belt is insane, right? Especially for mid. But even in jungle, it's just insane. Usually you have your rocket belt at around 11 minutes. So yeah. But yeah, as I said, with the 2v2v2 mod, I really hope they have a nice ranking system for that. Like at the moment, it's just basically a ladder, which is of course fine for something like this, but I really hope they put like cool rewards in it and this kind of stuff as well. Oh, he's taking the jungle here away from his Viego. I would not be happy about that as Viego. I think Viego is a champ that definitely needs items, and it's like way too early in my opinion. It's kind of an asshole move what he's doing here. I mean, okay, like if I have this Ekko in my team and he's actually popping off, I can excuse it, but usually the people that take away my camps are the ones that are performing bad on my team, right? Like, so, if this is okay, but it's still, I think he should just, right, like, especially because he's already so snowballed, he doesn't really need to take away any more camps from his jungler. I don't know. I think now he can probably just look to kill this guy. So yeah, and this is what you can always do, right? He missed his Q here, but that doesn't mean he still doesn't still have a combo that he can do here. So all he just does here is E, then Rocket Belt behind him, so the return Q hits, and that's enough damage, right? He just knows it's enough damage because he's 6-0, 10 Dark Seal stacks, Mythic completed. Yeah. And so, like, he even kind of baits the Aurelion in and into maybe thinking that he's safe here because he missed the Q, but if you're like good at Ekko, I definitely knew that he would just be able to go for that. And this is why the matchup is just unplayable for Aurelion, honestly. He will scale, he will be kind of annoyingly tanky with the Rod of Ages, but I feel like if you're this snowballed, then he doesn't even get the chance to scale. Ooh, that was kind of close. I don't know, he probably could have lived there. Oh wow. Is he someone that ults back often to lane? I don't know, like, I feel like it's not bad. Especially in games where you really don't need the ult to be able to play the lane. Oh, he's even looking to bully this guy quite hard here. Yeah, he lost vision here. Kind of a bad E, honestly. Like, you can just see that this guy's gonna move into the brush here, right? So, he was a little bit slow with his E. He could have just done it faster, and then he probably would have hit. Or would have been able to propel. But I don't even know why he's going for that. I feel like he never kills the Kayn here without ult, and like he can't overcommit to a point where he actually can kill the Kayn because he doesn't have ult. So, I don't know. Like, was his ult good value? He just got like an extra wave in. It was annoying the Kayn a little bit. Now he doesn't have a great base, he's just getting the M-Tom. Really don't know, right? Like, he was like half mana when ulting back. I guess the wave stat is good for him, right? Like, or like he really doesn't lose any minions now. Also has the upgraded boots already. Actually, like 0 minions lost. Oh, he's actually playing with Treasure Hunter and Absolute Focus Gathering Storm. That's interesting. Okay, he actually lost 2 minions. I wonder what patch this is. But like usually most Ekko mids they play with Relentless Hunter, and like even for a long time, honestly. It's just like a very good roaming rune. And as the problem with Treasure Hunter, very clean combo here. Really, let's highlight that really quickly. I mean, really, all he does here is just use everything that's available to him, right? And that's so important for Ekko. Ekko is a champ. If you're missing some of the stuff that's available to you, you're just so much more likely to die, right? He's using his W really well here. Basically just, like, this is actually a really good way you can place your Ws in these situations. In this situation where he doesn't see you placing the W, I think he plays from behind the wall, right? Let's see. So he doesn't have full information that, yeah, like, he can maybe imagine that when the Ekko steps here that if this is high heal, he might think that this guy's placing the W, but he doesn't know. So just place it at the edge so it's already on top of him, but it's still, like, mostly covering the path behind him. That's a really good way to place W, especially in lane. And then he just EQs on him. Auto attack. Like, he just does a normal auto attack. He doesn't do the rocket ball combo right away here, which is fine. And then he does a rocket ball to auto attack reset. So yeah, it's just basically maximum damage combo without ult. This is what we saw in the intro, I guess. I think he could have weaved in an auto attack there, honestly. Like, now I think he should have just weaved in an auto attack, like, after he got out of tower range. Here, I think he's out of tower range if he does one now. Like, auto attack, Q, auto attack, could have maybe done that. I guess he's more focused on dodging the abilities. Oh, well. Kind of a bad, it was just kind of bad for where the Kayn went out, right? He could have just went out somewhere here or whatever when he saw the Viego. Although I think that his ult would have hit there anyways. I guess he just played it well. With how he moved. Against Red Kayn you can definitely hit ults like that. Against Blue Kayn you really can't because he's just too, like, his range is just too big. Ooh. Ooh, that was really good. That was such good awareness, right? Like, I bet nobody, like, I wouldn't have flashed the Blitzcrank either, but that's exactly what he had to do. See. He flashed away from the Blitzcrank because he wanted to dodge the E with that. Or no, never mind, actually. Why did he flash? He flashed the... Never mind. Okay. He flashed the Jinx ult. That's, of course, also super important. I thought he flashed away from the Blitzcrank so he couldn't knock him up with the E, but he actually didn't. Because the Blitzcrank already did that. Yeah, very well played though. Good awareness that the Viego is also there, I guess. Okay, he's going for Lich Bane, or is he going? No, he's just going for Magi, maybe even Naturals, I think. This game, I personally... What do they have? Kayn, Aurelion, Blitzcrank, Jinx? Yeah, I think Natural's probably better. Both items will feel really good in this game though. Like, there's not one clear favorite, not a big favorite in this game. I would say the Natural is slightly favored for sure. Just because, like, the bot lane you can really auto-attack quite a lot. Jinx and Blitzcrank, they're quite immobile champions. Aurelion you can also auto-attack a lot. And then, I don't know if it's Red Kayn, you can also attack him quite a bit. And Sinch is, like, the only one you might have problems against, but it's like, if you ever get him CC'd or something, then, of course, having more auto-attacks will also be good. And at this point, you're 11-0, you just won the game, basically. If you lose the game now, you're just really fucked up. With Ekko. Looks like the Aurelion, he's actually zoning him away from XP. Under his tower. That's, like, such a painful experience. If I was this Aurelion, I would probably just really want to get out of this game. He's not even dealing any damage. Yeah, nice. Man. He's flashing away everything. Again, he just basically does the bait, right? People just fall for it, it seems like. Like, as I said, I don't know what elo this is, but people just fall for it. Like, if you miss the Q, just at this point the return Q does way more damage anyways, because he already has quite a lot of AP. So just play with the return Q, right? Like, E on him here, rocket belt behind again. Use the rocket belt auto attack as well. And just one-shot him, I don't know. Not sure why he ulted back, maybe he thought the Kayn was there, or would come there. Maybe just wanted some more HP to play with, but even with this HP, he's not super healthy, honestly. Well, he actually got the full tower with all the platings as well. It's crazy, and Kayn's not even there. We might try to hunt him here, I guess. Just needs an E to kill him. I probably think he's there as well. Yeah, that's like the most likely brush for him to recall. Either there or like if he's a savage, he might recall in the wolf camp or something. But that was definitely the most likely brush for him to be in. Doesn't get a control word here, really? Like, you could just get... Wait, is he playing a normal game? He's talking to someone. Oh, he really doesn't give a fuck about control wards, huh? Like, there's no wards on the map at all. I feel like he could just place a nice one because he's so fat anyways. He has 2 items plus Medjays plus boots at 14 minutes. It's like, that is disgustingly fat. It's actually disgustingly fat. At this point he really can basically just run at anyone he wants. I think he still hasn't killed the Singed yet. I would personally just place a W somewhere in the lane, but I guess he just... Or, like, maybe that's why he's better, for example, because he just knows that the Aurelion won't even walk up there. I would have just placed a W somewhere in the lane and hoped for the Aurelion to be stupid. I actually, like, I probably knew that you could E over that wall, but I never really did it like this. But it's actually better. I think you gain some range if you E over it like that. We'll watch it in a second, but I usually just E over this small thing because I'm, like, scared I will fail it here or something. But yeah, if you E over here, you gain some extra range the same way you do it when you E over these walls. So yeah, definitely good for this kind of engage. Missed his Q here, I think. No, he didn't even use his Q. Here, really important, right? Like, just, that's something I really noticed so much. People just don't use the auto-tick reset when fighting. But it's so good, especially when you play with Lichbane. And then you can just follow it up with a Q, you don't even need an extra auto-attack, and that's how you proc passive really quickly. That was really good ult. Damn, and he just, like, did he do that on his own, or was there Viego damage there as well? Or the... I think it was Viego damage as well. But still. Nice quadra kill. Probably the Singed won't donate the Penta to him. Man, I really wonder what kind of elo this is, though. I mean, I don't think it looks like super low elo. But still, also doesn't, like, I don't think he goes 17-0 in a challenger game like this, probably. I don't even know what kind of rank he is. People just say he's the world best Ekko, but... Yeah, wow. Just collecting his stack here. Very nice combo. That was very, very quick. Did he throw out his Q? Oh, I didn't even notice before. He threw out his, like, that's something, sometimes I do that, like, on accident. I never really do it on purpose, but sometimes it happens on accident where you missecure something and then you go over the wall. And people don't even realize, that's a really cool combo you can do at this, like, you shouldn't really do that when you're not super fat, because then you might need the outgoing damage, of course. But, like, in this situation, he just throws the Q out and then he eats over rocket belts behind him, so the return Q hits, and the Singed actually can't react to it, right? He doesn't know that the return Q was even, or the Q was even thrown out. Really cool combo, really slick. Guess he's probably just gonna get double needlessly large rod here, I would assume. Or is he just getting void stuff or a shadow flame? Nah, I lost all respect for this guy. What the fuck? Why would he do that? Like, he's so fat, like, at this point build statics, rapid fire or some shit like that. Why are you going to build Zhonya's in a game where you're 18-0 against a team that has, like, no CC for you anyways? Wow. That's kinda cringe. And he was even thinking about building Rabadons. Wait, dude, I mean, okay, like, this is probably the best situation to ever build Zhonya's third, right? Because he's already so incredibly fat, he really doesn't need the Rabadons to one-shot people. So, like, technically building these defensive stats here is good, but it's like... Man, why? He really won't need it, I'm sure. And he didn't even build the stopwatch for it, so it's even more weird. I feel like the stopwatch is always the first thing you should be buying. But yeah, like, he'll still just one-shot people, I'm sure. Yeah. So it really doesn't matter. $140 gold from the Cinch, nice. I don't know if I would say that he's better than Jalda Ben, and I feel like this elo, this was not like a super high elo game either. I don't know. Like, maybe it was, right? Like, sometimes you can definitely just pop off even in your main elo. So like I think I also went like 19-0 in like a 500 LP game, even though that's completely my peak elo. Because it's just, if you snowball really hard with Ekko, your champ is just unfair, so it doesn't really matter how good the people are in the game. Right, and that's what I'm always saying to. That was really nice. The way he placed the W, right? It was like a no-look W, basically. Because they would probably think he placed it somewhere here because he kept looking there. That's a really good trick you can do. Right, but the Jinx doesn't randomly path there, so he doesn't really get any value out of it. Really nice what he did here as well. He doesn't even proc the passive, he just uses the auto attack reset because at this point he's so fat he knows it will be enough. And he actually even did it with his Q. Man, the way he uses his return Qs is unmatched, like actually I have to say. That's definitely his best quality, even compared to like someone like Jala Ben. See, the way he lines it up with these two, really good. And the thing that makes it so good is his timings, I would say. The timings is like, because I think that I also said that in my Ultimate Ekko Jungle Guide with the mechanics. You should always do the rocket build as late as possible, and that's basically what he does, and that's why it looks so clean. Right? He really does it like in the last seconds, so the return Q still hits, but it's still, he just gets behind the enemies. It's so good. Yeah, that definitely makes him look super clean. But yeah, what I was saying is like, if you just, that's why in the jungle you really need to farm, because that will just make the game unfair. Right? You will just be super, super strong in games, especially where you manage to snowball a little bit. So just farming will make sure that you're just gonna be, the game's just gonna be easy to play. Wow, you can even E over from here. Okay, I guess I definitely really haven't unlocked the full potential of this wall. He even eat from here. Okay, I guess it's kind of the same angle, but it looks a little bit further. Wow. Does he die here? I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Thought he would have just went for the Aurelion here. Again, right? Again, he really plays with his return Qs. He just missed his Q, but it's like, he really always tries to get the value out of the return Q. Very nice. And then in this situation, he just used the auto attack reset again from the rocket belt, and also used it, of course, to position behind. Like another, oh, unlucky that he flashed away. Another E definitely would have killed the Aurelion there. He's just very low on mana, but he does have blue buff. You know, it doesn't really help. Come on, man, sell the fucking Circus Arm Guard and buy Rabarons. So cringe, man. Why would he do that? Especially with these runes. Especially with these runes that give you a lot of AP, the Rabadons has even more value because it just increases it like percentage-wise, of course. Okay, we don't need to see him being dead here. 24 kills, damn. So, let's see, this was probably before the patch where they... the buff sharing. Yeah, I think it was like 2 months old or something, this video. So maybe Treasure Hunter wasn't even nerfed in this video, I'm not sure. But even then I feel like mid laners often didn't take it. It's just, the thing with, the reason why you don't take Treasure Hunter as a mid laner is because Treasure Hunter is by far the best if you manage to get your stacks right away, right? Because like 550 gold is way more in the early game than it is in the later game. So if you manage to get it like by, I don't know, let's say 15 minutes or something, it's really good. But as a mid laner, you're usually just not able to collect the stacks all around the map the same way you're able to do it as a jungler, right? So that's like the biggest reason why in jungle I still take it, but in mid I feel like something like the movement speed is just a little bit higher value most games. But it's still, of course, like gold is still good for Ekko no matter what. It will help you complete your items a little bit faster. Oh yeah, this was probably before the nerfs. Although I think he got like 130 gold from Singe from the last stack, right? I think that's what you get now. So maybe he just likes it more. Items are definitely a really good way to win games with Ekko, right? So... Oh, didn't quite get the cane here. Blitzkrieg maybe wants to die? No. Alright. Yeah, definitely... I don't think he is like the best Ekko. I wouldn't say that, or it's kind of difficult to say because I don't think this was like a super high elo game either. But he's definitely close to Jala Ben, I would say. Not, I can't say that I only watched one game of his either, so I really, it's unreasonable to give any real opinion on who's better from one game. But one thing I definitely think this guy does really, really well is just play around his return queues. He also has just a little bit of unexpectedness to his gameplay, right? Especially also with the W he plays through when he wasn't looking. He definitely has more of that than Jala Ben, so it's very, very interesting. I think I'll try to watch some more gameplay of his. And yeah, if you learned something, be sure to leave a like. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to watch the next one. I'll keep reviewing games like this. If you have any more Ekko players that you think I should take a look at, be sure to leave a comment. And yeah, have a nice day, guys. Bye.